Hey everybody, welcome back to The Indecisive Collector. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Ryan.
And today we're going to be reviewing the Discovery Kids Excavation Kit in Diplodocus and T-Rex. I didn't buy these, so I don't know what the options were that were available, but...
Those are the only two that I could find when I bought them.
Really?
Yes.
Did you remember how much they might have been?
No, I thought they were about like $10 each. I thought 10 to 15.
Oh, okay, cool. Because Ryan actually got these when we first decided to meet in person. And we just recently got engaged at the museum by the dinosaur exhibit, so, you know, today's a rainy day. I figured this would be actually a perfect segue into new reviews that I would be doing for the channel.
And we had nothing else that we were doing today, so we were like, why not just bust this out and get working on it?
Yeah, plus we were waiting, we were deciding whether we were gonna download a game or not, which we did, so get ready for that one. So what comes in this kit is basically everything in this picture. It comes with a small mallet, with a chisel-tipped little piece of wood, a small brush to brush away the clay, and of course the clay brick that has the bones in them. I am holding the T-Rex paper, but they each have their own paper with their own information for each dinosaur. And everything that you see right here is all that this kit comes with. Nothing more, nothing less, and it does say it is ages 8 and up. But I had trouble with it, and I am a grown lady, and I needed Ryan's help.
That's okay. It's not the easiest thing in the world to get open also. And it is like hard clay, almost like plaster, so...
Yeah, I honestly thought this was plaster until Ryan was like, oh no, the box says clay, and I was like, oh jeez. And it will make a huge mess. So if you get this for a child, I definitely recommend that you put down a sheet or something that you do not mind getting super dirty. And if you're one of those people who's very worried about your child inhaling dust, this is very dusty. If your child has asthma, you should probably keep an eye on them.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's toxic clay, because it wasn't giving me any problems at all.
You could tell it was natural clay. When we were washing the pieces, it was turning it kind of muddy almost.
Yeah.
But still, it's something that's going to be in the air, so your child could breathe in dusty particles. This is at the 27 mark, and that's all I was able to do, and I was hitting it hard, and I was scraping at it very hard, and for me it was still so difficult to do.
It's kind of soft clay also. It's not...
It's not hard. It's not something that's very... hard to break open. It's just, I'm very impatient. If you give your kid like a whole day to do this, it could take them a few hours of them doing it, but don't think this is something you just hand your child and be like, oh, here, leave me alone for a few hours, because they will need your help. Especially with certain smaller pieces that you may not even be able to find in there easily, because it is all just randomly hidden in there.
Yeah, it's basically one of the three-dimensional museum puzzles of a dinosaur that they've just basically broken up into pieces, covered it all in clay, and then you dig it out.
And you have to be careful, because as you've seen right here, the mallet came apart on me. To be fair, I was hitting it rather hard, but still, this little piece of the mallet is just glued onto the stick, so you have to be kind of careful with your kid. If you know your child or young adult that you give this to is very strong-handed and will be hitting this very hard, this may pop off as like it did for me. And luckily Ryan had finished his already by this time, so he let me borrow his mallet.
Yeah, shortly after, because it was 56 minutes when I was done with mine.
Yeah, that's why I'm still digging at it with a stick here, and I was shoving the stick into this so hard, it like flattened the edge of it, so then Ryan had to give me his stick also.
Yep, right there.
Yeah, so that's what I got my second win, and this was me at the 58-minute mark. I had gotten one set of ribs out, and I still needed three more pieces?
Yeah, 3 more pieces of that.
And I was so confused because as you can see here, there's like only 4 slightly large blocks, and I was like, oh great, I'm missing pieces and I have to still go through all of this. So if you know your child is extremely impatient, be ready for your kid to say, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, it might happen, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that, and this is us putting them together.
Yeah, it took me a little bit more time than it took Ryan, because I'd never put anything like this together before, first of all.
And I've put a few of them together in my life now, so...
Yeah, so Oh, well, we do also recommend that you wash these after you're done because they are so dusty.
They'll have a lot of dust on them. They'll have a lot of clay still left over inside the holes and things
Yes,
like that.
It doesn't come with it, but we recommend that you may have a toothpick to help your child get the dirt out of the pegs so that you can actually connect it. And if this is something you want to keep for a long time, I suggest putting it together with a little bit of glue. And if you are willing to help your child put it together, use some permanent glue, because me holding it like the way I was right now, some of the pieces of the tail and the spine had come off of my Diplodocus.
Yeah, so it's kind of loosely put together. The head on the T-Rex still wobbles a little bit.
Yeah, when Ryan handed it to me, the head was actually upside down, and I hadn't even noticed. I was recording. But it's not upside down here. So my personal review on this is I really enjoyed myself, and I recommend this, but be ready to help your child.
Yeah, be ready for a lot of dust and everything also. There's going to be a lot of cleanup, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I will be putting a link down below to where you can find your own kit. This is not something that I am being sponsored by. I just like helping you guys out with reviews and such. If there's something you would like me to review, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye!
Bye!